All right, so just big picture, what do you want, or what do you feel people are going to get from reading your book?
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we all need healing. My story is specifically about a journey from success to deep despair, and then to a healing path of trying to heal from my stuff, trauma and addiction. But I know we all have healing to do. We live in broken times, and I also know that we all suffer from feeling disconnected with ourselves and from the world, and it's a crazy world we live in right now. And I think one of the things that this book can do for people is show them that reconnecting with I don't want to say the sacred, give me another word, let me get going again.
You're fine. This
Okay.
is
Yeah.
just keep it. We're fine. So you're yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Then others, then spirit,
Okay.
right? So
Got
it's
it.
kind of like
Yeah.
start inside, the meta. Go through the meta,
Right.
kind of that concept.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, that the path to healing, we live in this medicalized time too, and I just think the path to healing is something that's inside us. There's wisdom inside us. There's wisdom in these traditions around the world, and in these ancient traditions, ancient scriptures, and teachers of all this stuff. There's deep wisdom that healing is within, and deeper connection is within, and we are our own gurus. And I spent a lot of years chasing gurus, chasing doctors, taking pills, chasing far off destinations and adventure. And I was blessed to be able to live this adventurous life and travel all over the world as a writer, as a travel writer, an adventure writer. But every time I came back home, I found that I was still empty, that I was still struggling with the same stuff that I'd left with. And it took me betraying myself over and over again until I finally said stop, and that I need to stay with myself and stop chasing, stop running. And that's where everything is, in this present moment, in our hearts. And when you can slow down and feel your breath, feel your body, you can begin to heal yourself. And you need a lot of different things. You need therapists, you need yoga classes, you need to learn to meditate, or all these things help me anyway. You may not need it, but I did. And yet all of it kept pointing inside here, and not in here, not in the brain, but in the heart, in this place where I found more self-compassion. And that ultimately, softening how I spoke to myself in some ways was everything. And when I softened that, I could soften how I spoke to others. I could see myself as connected to the whole again. And so stopping the grinding and opening your heart, and so I hope people will see that that there's a lot of specific things we've got to do to heal. We all need healing in different ways, but that all arrows point to finding more compassion for ourselves, for others, feeling more connection to this world, the natural world, and to the divine, and to however you see that. And if that word doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. I know it's a hard word for people. Maybe it's just the universe. Maybe it's something greater. Sometimes I just think of it as the ground of all being. When I read, prayers, whether it's Indian prayers or Christian prayers or Jewish prayers, instead of God or Lord, I just place the ground of all being. This is the energy, the ground that supports us all, and it's here. And it doesn't mean living in a fantasy world. It doesn't mean pretending that hard things don't happen to people. There's no need for going into, how to say this. I know that religion doesn't work for a lot of people anymore, and it doesn't work for me in a lot of ways, but I think learning to trust that there's something greater than ourselves at work here is so important. So I don't know.